What is up, YouTube? Crawford reaction video. I've been so excited to do this video because the whole result, I told everybody it was a mismatch. I told everybody, including you, I told everybody this was a mismatch. And it proved it from not just the verdict, but the whole fight, the way it started, everything. Now, I said this reaction video is going to be lit because I got so much shit to get off my chest. There's no other place to start. Straight away, I want to get this out there, yeah? Just remember, people, this is direct quotes, okay? So let's just listen into this for 1 second, yeah?
A long way in this division.
A lot of criticism over people suggesting that KangBros quit in that fight. How did you see that, Amir?
Yeah, I mean, I was commentating on the fight and I think he did quit, really. Looking at it now, looking back at the fight, he took a knee and just didn't want any of it. I mean, as a fighter, you know, you fight till the referee has to stop the fight. You keep getting up off the floor till the referee, or, you know, you'd fight till you die, basically. That's in my mind, and that's in most fighters' heart and mind, that's what they do. With KangBros, got on one knee. I mean, I don't know if he wanted to propose or what, but I mean, he should not really go on one knee and wave his hand and say, "Don't hit me." Basically, that's what he said. Don't hit me, don't hit me. I respect him for taking the fight, but don't respect the way he finished the fight. I think, and then people said they want to see me in the ring with him. I mean, it'd be the same. It'd be the same.
It'll be the same.
Same result.
So basically, to all those people who turn around and be like, you lot, you know, anyone who thinks he's a fraud, he didn't quit, he quit. Do you know why he quit? He had a dead leg. He couldn't carry on fighting because he had a dead leg. That's what it was. And listen, don't take nothing away from Crawford. Crawford was a different level to him. It was a different level to him. And I actually, as I said, I'm one of those idiots who got caught up in that whole thing. You know, I thought to myself, you know what, Khan's this and Khan's that, Khan's this, and maybe this. I can't quite see it, but it will be interesting to see how it goes if we can do this. Everyone talks about speed, and I said this before. Everyone goes about speed, but it's not Crawford's slow. Crawford was slipping them shots like it was not a problem. He was slipping shots easy. Khan got caught again when he went into trade. That fight when he got put down, he got
slipped right over the top. Boom.
This is the thing. Everyone, the thing about Amir Khan is, it's one of those situations where people say he's such a good fighter, but he loves getting into a tear up. You know, he can't help himself from getting into a tear up. Well, now hold on a minute. Let's peel that back even further. If somebody keeps making the same mistake over and over and over and over again, what does that tell you? That they're not that good, because they keep making that same mistake. People said this guy's a warrior. He takes every fight, he's a warrior. He's a warrior. Listen, that yesterday was embarrassing. Because you're up against a slick operator. Everyone's like, he's a warrior for taking the fight. Yeah, because there's a lot of pounds on that fight. There's a lot of money on that fight. Again, I don't take that away from anybody. Go and make your money, boo-boo. Do you? Yeah, fair play. But to go out like that, for the dead leg, he contradicts himself in every interview he does. Every interview he contradicts himself. Then he's calling KangBros a quitter. KangBros' eye socket was mash up. And he called him a quitter. Listen, that's your opinion. He said in that video, he said, you don't give up until the referee has to stop it because you physically keep getting up. My man didn't even go down to get up. I'm not having it. It's a mockery.
But the thing is, he's shouting, "I didn't quit." You quit. I mean, it frustrates me that how deluded some people are. Virgil asked him. He asked him. And he didn't want none of the...
And you shake his head?
No.
So you quit. I don't want the smoke no more.
So how are you going to lie in front of the whole public when we all saw it? And how are fans still going to defend him, saying, you don't know, you ain't fighters, you haven't been in the ring, rare. You can see right in front of your eyes what's happening right there. You know for a fact that it's 5 minutes you got to... And people have been licked up in the seed bag before, bruv. Look, every man in here has been hit in the seed bag, bruv. Unless... And you know the drill. You get me? When you get hit, bruv, if it's a football, whatever, you go down, cricket, whatever, you go down, you swallow, you take some deep breaths, within minutes, you'll be okay.
It passes, it does pass. But the thing is, it's obvious what's happened, right? And it's just how he's, like, you know, trying to spin it onto the public, to try and say, oh, it's because of the low blow. Listen, he was getting outworked. There's no shame in that. There's no shame in that. You're up against a boxer who's at another level than what you are. That, it happens. You saw the Lomachenko fight the other day. It happens. People are that much better than you. It's fine. But he's doing this. He was to go down the coward route because he knows that there's another money spin-off in there. Talked about entertaining the rematch. For what? Why is anyone going to want to fight you for a rematch? Why is Crawford going to want to fight you for a rematch when you do stupid stuff like that?
I can't believe people are still defending him. I cannot believe it. Just because you know Kell Brook, just because you may have sparred with him, just because he's taken a selfie with you. Bruv, this guy has been a fraud, personally for me, for a long, long time. People talk about he fights everyone. What does that even mean? Oh, he's brave. Every fighter, every boxer who gets in the ring is brave. What does that even mean?
Whatever level you are, you're brave enough to get in that ring.
Listen, Amir Khan is a glorified gatekeeper of the welterweight division. That's all he is. There's nothing more than that, bruv. If you want to use an example, we use Derek Chisora of the heavyweight division. If you want to go anywhere in the heavyweight division, you have to beat Derek Chisora to go fight the top mans. That's all Amir Khan is. And that's why Crawford took the fight, because he's a gatekeeper. He's not an elite fighter. He should not be fighting with these dudes, bruv. And people who talk about Khan's for everyone, let me correct you right there. He has not for everyone. You talk to me in his CV and who's the bad boys in his CV. Even from back in the day, when you look at all the top welterweight fighters, Marquez, Miguel Cotto, what's the Margarito? He ain't fought none of these dudes. Timothy Bradley, Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather. I'll go back and back and back. Errol Spence, Danny Garcia, he fought and he lost. Yeah, Sean Porter, he's now WBC champion. He hasn't fought him. There's so many fighters I can pick. They're all top fighters. He hasn't fought none of them. So what are you guys talking about? I don't see who are the top fighters that he's beat. Can you tell me the top fighters that he's beat? He
beat Devin Alexander,
which is an okay fight. He's not an elite though, was he? He wasn't elite, bruv.
Listen, he was a world champion, so he's held a belt. So you could,
he's a good fighter. I'm not saying he's not a good fighter, bruv. Yeah, but I'm saying the people talk about he's fought everyone. What are you talking about, bruv?
And the thing is, the thing about he got in the ring with Canelo. Come on now.
The joke is in the build up.
The zone money, baby.
Bruv, in the build up to this fight, he said, "Oh, you know what? Looking back at it, the Canelo fight I shouldn't have taken." He actually said that, bruv. He goes, "You know what? It was a bit too much." And then he goes, "And now I can genuinely go win this fight." And now he's saying, "Oh, you know what? But he's fooling the people, but he's fooling you, man. So I can't believe you can't see it. It's actually mental, bro."
And the thing is, right? I believe that he's managed really well.
Yeah, he is 100%.
But the only one thing that they need to take care of is his PR team after interviews and what he says. Because some of the shit that he says don't make no goddamn sense to nobody. Even he's sometimes sitting there thinking, "Yeah, it's a good fight. I didn't know that. He told me I got 5 minutes, but then I don't know that I had 5 minutes. No one told me that I had 5 minutes. So I didn't know that when I couldn't feel it. So I had 5 minutes. I didn't know I had 5 minutes." What?
Oh my good God, bro.
Like I said, people get duped. Listen, I got duped. You watched the video beforehand. I was almost like, you know what? I'm not going to write this guy off because I think that, speed and all this sort of thing. I got duped, bro. I'm a foolish guy. I'm a know to myself. But you can't turn around and say all these big statements about other people and start pissing on other people saying they ain't good enough. I've done this. I've achieved all this. Listen, you won world titles. Well done. You won medals at the Olympics. Well done. No one can take that away from you. But remember when Nassim Hamid said about Eubank? He's not what you think he is.
He's not, bro.
He's not. And all the fans that are behind him, blindly, listen, we talk about Cash Ali and how he was waving the flag in the wrong light, yeah? This guy is probably waving the flag in the right sense in the fact that he's put his name out there.
Yeah, 100%. He's done well, bro.
And he has done well, and he's built a brand and whatever. But he is not what you think. He is not an elite level fighter. He is not anymore. He may have been. He may have been at that level where he was. But how can you keep doing the same thing? Keep getting clocked. And all you same fans are like, "Yeah, but you know what? He just can't help getting the terror. He just loves to fight. He just loves the terror." No, G. No. He is not what you think. He keeps making the same mistake over and over again. He'll blame trainers. He's gone with some of the best trainers and yet makes the same mistake. That's him. That's you. That's your flaws. And people keep buying it. They keep buying it. Whatever he's selling, people keep buying it. Crawford, after the fight, said, "Listen, come on now." That's literally what he's saying, isn't it? You quit.
Listen, look, we ain't fighters, right? But boxers, they know. They've been hit. We've seen mans like Glotter. If you're the boxing fans, they know about Glotter. Glotter will whack up your seed bag and still people will carry on fighting. Now, everyone saw that in slow motion. Yes, it's a low blow. 100% it's a low blow. But everybody saw where that connected. Unless he's Linford Christie, bruv, his ball bag ain't there, bruv. Unless he's Mandingo, his ball bag ain't there, bruv. I'm telling you now. Everyone saw it hit his leg. Yeah, it hit his leg. And this is the thing. He's then trying to say, "Oh yeah, Virgil stopped the fight. I didn't want to stop the fight. Virgil stopped the fight." Why are you lying? Why do you do this? Why? Please. Just spare yourself. You just got to face up to all these fans. There's a lot of people that blindly follow Amir Khan just because of who he is. Say he's a warrior. Yeah, say he's a warrior. Oh, you know Amir Khan's never quit before. Well, he just quit right in front of you. What are you lot talking about?
What else do you need? Because that smoke was too much. He did not need that smoke yesterday.
That's exactly
and
what
that's
it was.
fine. If you can't, don't get off your stool. I'd respect you more. I'll turn around, listen, there's nothing for me, there's nothing in it for me in this fight. I can't beat him.
Exactly.
Fine. Worry about your health, no problem. But to cop out like that, I think for me, it's coward. That's a cowardly move. And I know that there's people who watch this channel and who are very, very big fans of Amir Khan and take they take it personally when they think that we're having a go at him. No, my G, it's not having a go or anything like that. People have seen the way that I actually think that he is one of the better fighters that we've produced from this country, but that time has gone. That time's gone. And everyone's at the twilight of his career. But you can't be taking these fights. You've hit the nail on the head. Gatekeeper. He is. Once you beat Amir Khan, he's a big name because the Asian market all know him, right?
And he's been in the game. And he's fought some decent fighters. Granted.
But he hasn't fought the elite fighters and he hasn't beat the elite fighters. And that's the other thing. He beat Barrera. Barrera was 40 years old. And I think they had a head clash that cut his eye.
I didn't even mention his name, bruv. I didn't even mention his name. And then look, we go back to it, yeah? He did not even prove that he's the best welterweight in his own country. He didn't even go and prove that. That question has been there throughout the whole of his career. There's still division about who is the best welterweight between Kell Brook and Khan. I'm not going to make this video about them, but he didn't even do that. He didn't even prove that he's the best welterweight in his division.
They're probably going to make that fight now because Khan's probably run out of options. Because he has to take that fight. And that, again, is managed well.
You won't take it, bro.
Well, this is what I'm saying, but the option's still going to be there. And that's why I'd say the management side of it, yeah, fair. He's making his money. He's making his loot. He would have got paid a lot of money for that fight last night. But I believe he should be docked some money because that is the wrong way to go out. It's cowardly. And look, if you lot think otherwise, then I'm sorry, but I think you are duped. You've been duped. You've bought this hocus pocus that they're selling, and you need to have a look at yourself because as a boxing fan, when you wait up them times to watch them fights from different parts of the world to watch that fight, I was disappointed. I was very disappointed.
What baffles me is the people that defend him, saying, Ray, you don't know what the pain he went through and all this kind of stuff, yeah? You can't make that decision in 30 seconds. You can't get hit in your balls in 30 seconds and say, you know what, I'm out. It takes a while. You take your time. Not 30 seconds say, no, I'm done. And the thing is this, I ask people this, right? He got knocked down in the first round. He didn't expect that. He was all over the place. And then he was getting desperate. If you looked at his work, people were saying he was landing. He was literally running in with his punches in desperation of finding ways to hit him, right? Now, you tell me this. You're getting schooled. You've been knocked down already in the first round. Your face is mash up. You've been outboxed, which you said you've never been outboxed before. So he knows he's getting outboxed now. Then he was quincing at body blows in the middle of the rounds. And then he got hit, and this was his chance to not hit
out.
That's it. Not hit the canvas. Not hit the canvas.
Not take 5 minutes. Not take your time.
Yeah, exactly. If someone wants to come and actually win this fight, and then he has the audacity to tell people, I was getting in this fight. Now, people who are defending Khan, and you're boxing fans, was he in this fight? I'll ask you that question.
Be real with yourself.
Be real with yourself. Because you're going to wake up in the morning, or you're brushing your teeth, and you think, you know what, I'm better than this as a fan. I knew that I shouldn't be backing Khan. People are telling me that Khan's speed, Crawford's never faced someone like Khan. He's never faced someone like Khan. What are you talking about, bruv? What are you talking about? There's levels to this shit. And Khan is not at that level, and he's finished now. And like we said, for yourself, people who are around Khan, you got to stop gassing him up. Stop feeding him bullshit and believe in his shit. This video for me, like we have to get this off our chest because it's frustrating as shit to see that he's contradicting himself in every single interview, and you man still defended him, saying that, you know what, he's a warrior, he's this and this. That's bullshit. That's absolute bullshit.
What makes a warrior? Someone that goes into fights against people that he's not expected to beat and gets clapped. Is that a warrior? So you took a fight against Danny Garcia, right? And got clapped. You didn't expect to lose that fight. He wasn't supposed to lose that fight. Let's be honest. Let's get it clear. He wasn't supposed to lose that fight. He went in as a champion or whatever and got banged. Yeah, banged. So what? That's a warrior. He's not a warrior. He got made a warrior off the back of that because everyone's like, well, he took that fight. He didn't have to take that fight. Yes, he did take that fight because it was a mandatory, and he got beat. Canelo, he's a warrior because he went in that. He said that was a mistake, but there was too much money that he could not turn that down. So is he a warrior? No, he's not a warrior. He's not a warrior for that. That doesn't make you a warrior. Someone who's a warrior is like Holyfield's a warrior. Bro, when the chips are down, he finds a way to win. Bro, that's a warrior.
You've seen fights here. We've seen enough fights. People's shoulders are hanging off. They're fighting with one hand, fam. Their ankles are gone. All this kind of stuff.
And my man's got a dead leg. And he's got pins and needles in his leg.
And this is what I'm saying. People who believe that you're deluded, and I'm sorry, like because there's fans in there who watch our channel and stuff, and we differ. These are our opinions, but it's just crazy. It's absolutely crazy, and there's no way that we personally are gonna just allow it. And like people, the pundits that they had on BT Sport, I got enough respect for them because they're fighters and they're trainers. They've been there and they've done it. Yeah, but just to say things, just because it's the right thing to say.
Save face because you're gonna see him next time for a coffee.
Exactly. No. This is what I'm saying. This platform we got, just tell it straight. Just tell it how it is. There was people there, like I think it was Andy Lee. He didn't want to say it. He don't want to seem offensive over saying, I don't want to say that Khan's backed out here, rare, because he's a fighter, this and that. Let's be real. Even you could see straight within his face, that's not signs of a warrior. He was finding a way out. So all this,
and like I say, the boxers union. I know that people they want to stick together and all that sort of stuff, and that's fine. But we've all got eyes to see that fight. If you saw that fight, we've all seen it. If you've watched it, you've seen it. So if that's the case, and you know what the coup is, you need to know.
I'm gonna get calls on that, yeah? Mad. Carry on. You're gone.
But you need to know that this is what's going on. And listen, I'm sorry, those guys that are in that circle trying to keep the circle protected and whatever, it doesn't work like that. You got to be honest. You got to just say it how it is. That's the whole point. That's the only way he's gonna probably learn from it. He's making his last few paydays. I get that. He is. That's what he's doing. But don't be putting him in with these sort of guys because he's not. That is the smoke you don't need. He doesn't need that smoke at this age, at this time of his career. And you've seen it. He's getting worked.
Look, Terrence Crawford proved as well that he is pound for pound one of the best. Right? There were levels apart. It was no comparison. And I even said it was a complete mismatch.
He was brilliant yesterday. He was brilliant.
He was, and he didn't even get out of gear 1 and possibly 2 when he put the pressure on him a little bit. That was it. He was in control of the whole fight, and to knock him down in the first round. Canelo took what, 6 rounds? This is what I'm saying. His boxing IQ is next to none.
And his back foot work was unbelievable. To slip those shots, get his work done against someone who's known to be a speedster. Woof, mate. Crawford was levels, and he's got some big fights to come. And I would literally love to see him fight Spence. That would literally make my life. Watching those two fight, two just unbelievable boxers going at it, that'd be brilliant. I don't think Thurman wants that. By the way, I don't think he needs that work. Because Thurman is a good fighter, but I think from what I saw yesterday from Crawford, he's, as I said, we've watched a lot of his stuff in the past. You do all.
But these are big fights. You know what you're talking about there?
They're mega fights. They're mega fights.
When you talk about Lomachenko, you talk about Terrence Crawford, you talk about Errol Spence, you talk about the Danny Garcias, sorry, not Danny Garcias, Thurmans and stuff, right? These are all big fights. And that's what I'm saying. Khan is not in that circle. And he hasn't been for a long time. People are just been hoping. Speed only gets you so far. And the thing is, I think you touched on it a long time ago. The reason why Khan has got this far in his career is because of his speed, but because he gets away with so much things because of his speed. Do you get what I'm saying? He makes loads of basic errors, and people saw it. Like with his footwork, and it's known that his footwork is dead. The way he goes to left and right, and that's basic stuff. But because he's so quick, he's got away with so much. But it's not a rant. This is what we wanted to say and get off our chest because
it's something we feel strongly about. It's something we feel strongly about. And
pay-per-view, like you said, 5 o'clock in the morning, bro. For that,
people in different parts of the world do different. We were doing mad shit to watch that fight.
And he's just saying, "Oh, I was sorry to the fans," because he didn't want it. And this is now he's got paid sheets. So hats off to you for that, Khan, bruv. What, 3 million, 5 million, whatever you made for that.
And you didn't get knocked out. Like I said, I take my hat off to anyone that makes that sort of pee because, and like I said, he's getting in the ring, he's putting his life on the line. Get all that. I get all that. But don't be a fraud. Don't be a coward. If that's your thing, and don't go around saying, "Oh yeah, in my perspective, a boxer should keep fighting until he can't fight no more." Don't say all these things. Don't say these things when you don't live by that creed. Clearly, you don't live by that creed. By what happened yesterday. So yeah, that's my opinion on it.
We're probably gonna get mad messages coming in and people disagreeing with us, and we look forward to it because that's what it's all about. We want to debate this because this is how strongly we feel, and tell us where you disagree. And if you think that he is an elite fighter, why is he an elite fighter? Back it up with some real evidence, hard evidence of what you've seen, because what we've seen followed throughout his whole career is there's been mistakes, and his chin has always been skeptical, right?
And if you keep making the same mistake over and over again, that tells you everything you need to know. When you've worked with the best trainers in the world, the best trainers. There's always an argument. A good friend of mine said to me, he's a high level coach in cricket. He said to me, people always, when they get out in cricket, they'll always find an excuse to blame somebody else. They'll always blame something else. It's never taking ownership. Always a good ball. to be fair, mate, it's another fucking Jaffa, great ball. Never want to take responsibility and say, you know what, it was me. I could have done more there, or should have done more. Same thing applies in this situation. It's always someone else's fault. There was a low blow. The trainer hasn't been spending enough time with my nutritionist, wasn't the best. Sometimes you just got to own it and say, you know what, I'm not at that level. Exactly. Tony Belly's good at that. When he got beat, he said, listen, that's not my level. I'm sorry, I'll give it my best shot, not my level. Keep it moving. When you get beat, be humble. Eat your pie. Eat your humble pie.
So, boy, so that's us. So let us know your views. And don't forget to share, like, and subscribe, and definitely comment on this one.